Adriana Oxford, and I am 20 years old, and I am a junior here at the University of Texas studying studio art. I was born as one of 7 in Beaumont, Texas, to the most incredibly supportive, kind, and quirky families one could ever ask for, but from them have just been awarded just too many blessings and opportunities. My family has always brought me up as a person who's always had this deep desire to help people, and not just to help people, but to love others in a big way. And I guess that's a partial reason as to why I joined Texas 4000. Growing up, you always hear, so-and-so has cancer, and then you kind of get that sunken feeling and say, I'm so sorry to hear about that. But then that you kind of move nonchalantly on with your day, and that's the end of it. But I remember sitting on the couch with 2 of my sisters, my mom and my dad, and having my parents tell us that Daddy had cancer, and that sunken feeling didn't go away. And I remember sitting there just trying to process the conversation I was hearing in the background, and I just couldn't understand. My daddy is such a strong man and such a good man, so of course he kicked cancer's behind, and I cannot tell you how incredibly grateful my family and I are for that. But lately, meeting people who have not been as lucky as my family and not as lucky as my father has placed a whole other emphasis on why I want to ride and to give hope to these patients. Seeing people fight their battle is a moving thing, and it changes you, but it's just horrible to know that people are fighting this disease and they didn't do anything to deserve it. And so anything that I can do to help them, I want to attempt. But I'm never going to be a doctor or a chemist or somebody who's going to intellectually cure cancer. I'm an art student. It's not in the cards for me. But I am healthy, and I can't let those things that I can't do get in the way of the things that I can do. And so I can do this. I can ride my bike to Alaska and give hope to those patients, and I can ride my bikes between communities, between here and Anchorage, and give cancer awareness presentations to make people more aware of the small things they can do to keep cancer off their backs. And I can raise a fund so that those people with gifted minds can come up with that ultimate cure. So this summer I ride for many people. I ride for the families of my friends, Megan Wolfram, Priscilla Dunham, Katie Satterwhite, Morgan Papa George, Ben Alvarado, and Jim Dwyer, and all others who are just too young to have to deal with the effects of cancer. It's not fair. And I ride for my teammates and the stories of my teammates, especially my very good friend Ruel Babay, and all others who have fought cancer just as bravely as him. But mainly my dad. Yeah, this summer's dedicated to him. I think a lot of people will probably say it's going to be the physical aspect of it, but for me, I think it's going to be more of a mental task. We're going to train this whole next semester, so I think we're all going to be physically prepared because our fitness directors are really intense. But so I think for me, it's going to be more of a mental thing and just finding encouragement from teammates to keep going. And I think that's a huge metaphor of what cancer is about, because your body is capable of doing so much more than you think. And so I think it's going to be more of a mental task for me. My team has been the best part about this so far. And I think going in last year, I was a bit selfish and meeting everybody and thinking that I didn't really have much in common with them, when I was completely wrong and completely narcissistic about that. And my heart was changed last semester, and I love every single one of them in a different way. And it's really cool, because I think a lot of them are people that I wouldn't have normally met in any other social setting. You tend to stick to the people you're comfortable with, and so this has definitely broken me out of my comfort zone and let me meet people that are just incredibly awesome and really kind.